One of the most fascinating studies, I think, around brain development that's happened more recently is this idea of what we call mirror neurons. I don't know if people have been exposed to this idea. It's where we turn on these machines called fMRIs, functional magnetic resonance imaging, and what we see is that we can see kind of brain activity changing in real time in one person when they're exposed to different sort of stimulus, but we can also see it amongst kind of two people. And one of the things that we see in parent-child kind of relationships is that the patterns of activation in the parent mirror the activation in the child and vice versa, right? So what we're starting to see is that the patterns in which, if a child's going, opening the eyes and making a sound, and we're looking them in the eye and, mirroring what they're doing, we start to see the serve and return, not just in behaviorally, but we're actually seeing it neurologically. So you can imagine how a sensitive caregiver is so important in shaping how that brain is activated and develops. And what we actually know is that that kind of mirroring happens in a lot of our kind of relationships, even across time, close relationships across time. So when you see a group of people sitting together laughing, if you put an fMRI on a lot of them, you'll see similar kind of activation of patterns, because you're all kind of sharing what we call an intersubjective experience, that you're both paying attention to each other, that you're all attending to one thing, and that the activation is the same. Now, this is quite a revelation for us, particularly in individualistic cultures where you think, oh, everyone is their own island. But what it's kind of really shaping our idea is this idea of an extended mind, that we are not living and growing in isolation, that our environments, our relationships particularly, are influencing us.